Hello and welcome everyone to the history of the asparagus. Asparagus is a vegetable that looks like a spear with a long stem and a bud with different sections on top. The commonly thought of image of a grown asparagus is actually the young version of an asparagus, as asparagus can actually grow up to 6 to 8 feet. The adult asparagus produces small red berries that are toxic to humans. Asparagus is native to a large majority of Europe, Asia, and a little bit of North Africa. The discovery of asparagus dates back to between 3000 BC or 3000 BCE to 5000 BC or 5000 BCE. Egypt's records would show evidence of asparagus being used as a food. To sum up what the Egyptians thought of it, they went, "I found this cool weird plant, and when I ate it, it was good. Very tasty." Macedonians would later grow asparagus as a crop around 200 BC or 200 BCE, with the Romans later cultivating it and using it as a piece of the Feast of Epicurus. The Feast of Epicurus celebrates philosophy, community, and food, and even using it as an aphrodisiac. The Middle Ages would still continue to use asparagus as an aphrodisiac. Early English settlers would bring over the asparagus plant, and Thomas Jefferson growing it at Monticello, which is actually the primary plantation of Thomas Jefferson. Commercial asparagus growth would begin in the middle of the 19th century. In the modern days, California is the main grower of commercial asparagus in the United States, growing for up to 50% of all asparagus in the United States. Water makes up a majority of the composition of asparagus, with about 93% water compared to asparagus. That explains why asparagus shrivels up in the oven as the water is evaporating while cooking. Asparagus is low in sodium and food energy, but high in vitamin B6, calcium, zinc, and magnesium. Asparagus is also extremely high in dietary fiber, vitamin C, protein, vitamin E, vitamin K, thiamine, chromium, and much more. The only thing really bad about asparagus is that it makes your pee smell bad. That stench comes from sulfur-containing compounds that come out when asparagic acid is digested. Asparagus thrives in salty soil, too salty for weeds to even grow. People would sprinkle some salt on the soil to help asparagus grow. However, this would mean that the bed with asparagus in it could only be reserved for asparagus. Spacing between the asparagus plants should be 1 foot apart and rows being 3 feet apart.